Om Shanti.
Divine Souls, Namaste. Please welcome to Spiritual Health and Meditations. ದಿವ್ಯವಾದ ಆತ್ಮಗಳೇ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. 3 ಓಂಕಾರಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಓಂ 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 ಸಹನಾ ಭವತು सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Release both the hands. Okay, so each of us has a goal. Each of us. So everyone, some sort of aim, some sort of purpose. So we are here for some purpose. What is that purpose? How many of you know it? Many may not know what their purpose is. Okay, you have short-term goals. Short-term goals means some studies, makkal education, or your education, you preparing something, some guests coming home, so you have to prepare for so many people. So these are goals. You have to achieve that. You have to not only achieve that, but make that a successful, what you say, get together. Okay, so this is your short-term goal. I'm giving an example, general example. So maybe there is a mid-term goal also. So some goals of going for a picnic, saving for a picnic, going to a temple, going on a pilgrimage, or going to visit someone maybe a month later or something like that, planning for a, a tour or something like that. So that may be a mid-term goal. Long-term goal, maybe your children's education, their marriage, and so many other things, and your retirement plans and other things. So these are the short-term, mid-term, and the long-term goals. Now there is one goal for everyone, which someday or the other, that person will come to know. And that goal is God realization. So everyone here, whether they are here in this class or not in this class, the ultimate goal of every single person or every single soul here is to realize God through self-realization. So self-realization is the only way for God realization. So realizing God is the ultimate for everyone. That's the ultimate goal. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Does everyone know this? How many of you know?
Yes, sir.
I think that coming to this world and so many other things doing, and then leaving the body, then coming up again, that is not the thing. We'll keep coming here and going till we get mukti, jivan mukti, or liberation, or emancipation. Okay, that is called as moksha also sometimes. So till we get that, we keep coming here and going. Now, I have told you that God realization is the ultimate. Now, some of you wanted from the basics. Now, I'll give you a few things on the basics. Now, everyone may be sitting down on the mat, on a cot, on a chair, or something like that. Now, how many legs the chair has? Chair ige ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲಿದೆ? Wonderful question ಅಲ್ಲ? Four. Okay, let this be an interaction class. Okay, let this be an interaction class. Don't make it a one-way class. So, ಒಂದು ಚೇರಿಗೆ 4 ಕಾಲಿದೆ. Wonderful. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? If one leg is not okay, can you sit comfortably?
No, sir.
No. Same thing with the life. So life has four aspects. The four main aspects are the physical aspect, the mental aspect, the social aspect, and the fourth aspect is the spiritual aspect. Okay, now the first aspect, physical aspect. So many of you, or rather every one of you, would have given importance to that. Physical health, walking, exercising, dieting, eating, very good food and other things. So that is the physical aspect. Okay, the mental aspect, studying, reading, novels, scriptures, so many things. So that is the mental aspect. You have taken care of your mental energy, the development of you mentally will take place by study of scriptures, by doing so many things with regards to your mind. Third aspect, social aspect. You have get-togethers, you go in for parties, attend function, marriages, and other things. So that is the third aspect, how to maintain your relationships. And the fourth aspect is
Spiritual.
the spiritual aspect. So daily ಸ್ನಾನ ಆದ ನಂತರ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ದೇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿಂಗ್ 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 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಕೋಟ ಮುಗೀತು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಕೋಟ. Yes or no? How many of you do that? Or maybe you may meditate for about 5 minutes, or maybe meditate for about 10 minutes, or half an hour, and then the quota of spirituality is over for that day. So I can do anything the entire day.
No,
Okay.
no, sir.
So that if that is the belief system, then it is wrong. Okay. So spiritual aspect, just the way you are giving importance to the physical, mental, social, in a same way, physical, mental, social ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದೇ ತರ in the same manner you have to give preference, or you have to give energy to the fourth aspect, that is the spiritual aspect. If not, ಮೂರು ಕಾಲಿನ ಚೇರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತಾಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈಗ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? That is what is happening in life, no? Is your life balanced? Can anyone tell me that their life is balanced, please? Is there anyone here who can tell that their life is balanced, very happy, all are enjoying, everything is fine? Anyone there?
Not
Some extent good, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Some extent
everyone is balanced.
Yes, sir.
so, sir. Sir,
Yes, Akka.
when we talk of spiritualism, it's a very heavy concept. It sounds a little heavy, and somewhere you tend to really refrain from it most of the times, because I don't know, associated with spiritualism. So in a nutshell, or in a very simple way, you just tell what that means, sir.
Okay, I'll go to the detail of what spirituality is also. Okay, so before
I hear
that,
a lot of people talking about spiritualism and following spiritualism and being spiritualistic, but one single essence of spiritualism, sir, if we can boil down to
Sure.
one single essence.
Sure. I'll go down to the root of what actually spirituality is. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, now
Because
one
many
simple,
associated with, many people associated with God,
Yeah.
that's the whole, yeah.
okay, now spirituality doesn't mean that we are associated with God.
Exactly.
We have a wrong myth there, thinking that
Right.
spirituality or spiritualism means something concerned with God. Now
Exactly.
we'll go into the roots of what spirituality is. Now here, I was telling about the four aspects. Now, let me tell you one sentence. Where attention goes, everyone knows what attention is. Where attention goes, energy flows there. And where energy flows, that thing will grow. It can be plant, it can be tree, it can be your physique, it can be your mental attitude, it can be into the fourth aspect we were speaking about, that is the spiritual aspect. So wherever energy goes, that thing will grow. Now each of us here are human beings. Everyone is a human being here?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now, human being, human and being. There are two words here, human and being. Now, this human and this being.
Being.
What is this human and what is this being? Human means
Being human.
body or a matter made up of, say, soil or the five tattvas. Human comes from the word humus, that is a Latin word, and humus means soil. And we in the Vedas and the scriptures call human or the humus as the five tattvas. Aidu tattvagalu, the Prithvi tattva, earth element, Apas tattva, Varuna tattva or the Jala tattva, water element. Third is Vayu tattva or the wind element. Fourth one is Agni tattva or the fire element. And the fifth one is Akasha tattva or the ether element. So these five comprise to form a human body. So everyone accepts the fact that our body is made of these five constituents. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now the human, this is human. Now there is another word associated with this called as the being. Now what is this being? Being means energy. Being means Shakti. Being means power. Okay? Being means consciousness. Being means
Basically, existence, no, sir?
what we call as soul. Being means Atman. Okay. Now human and being. Now this being, this consciousness, this awareness, this energy, it flows in every human body. That is why that human body is called as a human being or an alive human being. Okay, Jiva Atma anta kannadadalli ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so entire body which is alive and kicking, which has energy in it, and only if the soul is in the human body is called as a human being. If not, it is called as a dead body. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
if the being is missing, if the soul is missing, if the driver is missing, if the master is missing in the body, then that body is called as a waste body or a dead body. Okay. Now here there is a car. Suppose there is a car. Car has four wheels. Everyone knows that. Now car, any car for that matter of fact, a car can be called as a car until unless we use it for some purpose, that is going from place A to place B. Now, if there is a car stranded in the garage or on the road and there is no driver, is the car serving any purpose?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No. The car is of no use. The car is just a dabba,
Mhm.
right? Dabba
Yes,
with
sir.
four wheels. No
Yes,
use of
sir.
the car until unless there's a driver in the car. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so we need a driver for the car to take the car from place A to place B. So only then it can be used for conveyance by us. Only then the car is of some importance to us. Illa andre enu illa. Similarly, this human body is a vehicle for the king or the master or the being or the Shakti or the soul or the Atman that is seated. Now, where does the driver in the car sit? In the front seat, driver's seat, right? From where
Yes.
he can see the front, what do you say, the road properly. Okay. Similarly, what the place or the seat of the soul is here between the two eyebrows, called as the brikuti, between the two eyebrows. That is the seat of the soul. That is the seat of the Atman. That is where the soul is seated. Now, because from here the soul can monitor, the soul can control, the soul can channelize the entire body and the body system. The soul is exactly, again, depending on the size of the head, the physical head, I'm telling physical skull, about 3 to 3.5 inches behind this point here in the center of the forehead. So that is where between the pineal glands and the hypothalamus glands, there is a cave called as a yogic cave. That is where the soul is seated. Right? Okay. Yes? All are getting it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, from this point, the soul controls the entire vehicle or this body.
Sir,
Okay. Now, when I ask you who you are, you tell your name. Is it your name or the name of your body?
Name of our
Name
body.
of the body.
Name of your body. That means you are not the body. So you are the energy, the power, the Shakti driving this body. Body has some names. Some names, a same name is given to the body, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now this being, the study of this being, the focus of this being, the values of this being, the properties of this being, the characteristics of this being is called as spirituality. Is this okay?
Yes,
You
sir.
got it? So human body, doctors study the human body. Doctors study for about 5 or 6 years, then they go ahead with master's degree and other things. What they are doing, they are mastering the body. The study of the soul, the study of the values of the soul, the study of the being, the characteristics, the properties, okay, and the details of the being, which is also called a spirit in English. It is also called as soul. We call it as Atman or Atma. Okay, and the study of this is called as spirituality. Is this in one line? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Spirituality means not just being or not just knowing the values of the soul, but being the value of the soul. Okay, let me tell you something here now. There are three energies running within us. Every human being, every human body has three energies running within them. They are the physical energy, the mental energy, and the spiritual energy. Now, here too, when we give importance to the physical aspect, only the physique of the human body will grow. If you are focusing on the mental, only the mental aspect is going to grow. But if you are going to follow the third one, that is the spiritual energy, if you want to enhance the spiritual energy, the other two energies will follow. Got me? So if you are concentrating only on your physical energy, only the physique will grow, only you become strong, the body becomes strong, body becomes healthier. I don't say no. If you are focusing on studies, mentally, other things, and not focusing on the other two, mentally he will be a very brilliant person. Okay, but the physique, not much. Spiritual, not much. But if you are giving importance to the spiritual energy within you, the other two energies will follow. That means you will be physically healthy also and mentally brilliant also. So what should we focus on? Physical health, mental health, or the spiritual health?
Spiritual health.
Spiritual health.
So that is where spirituality comes into being. Okay, focusing on the spiritual energy is spirituality. Focusing on the spiritual aspect of life is spirituality. Okay, now here, one more line answer. The spirit, following the rituals of the spirit is called as spirituality.
That's perfect.
Now, what are the rituals of the spirit? I'll go in detail. Okay, that we call as the values or the virtues or the qualities of the spirit. Now, I'll just spell out this and then we'll go back and again we'll come back to spirituality. We'll go back a step before doing this. Now, the qualities of the spirit or the qualities of the soul are peace, purity, power, knowledge, love, happiness, bliss. These are the 7 qualities or intrinsic qualities or the basic values of every single soul. Any soul here has all the 7 qualities. So that is why everyone is called as, or the souls are called as the same. And these are the values which are available even in Param Atma or the Supreme Soul. Okay. Now you got it. We'll come back to this slowly. So why I picked up the values is because I told you the spirit following the rituals of the true spirit is called as spirituality. Now, any spirit, any soul following the rituals, that is following these 7 qualities or using these 7 qualities or imbibing these 7 qualities, indulging in these 7 qualities, using these qualities in day-to-day life is spirituality. Is it easy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now you got to know what is spirituality, please.
Yes.
Everyone understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Soul indulging, soul using the qualities, soul making use of these qualities in day-to-day life. Okay, that is spirituality. Now everyone knows what spirituality is now, right? Okay. We had told the timing, no, of today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are told, sir. 12:15.
Yeah. Okay. So many who had joined yesterday have not joined in. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Now you know what is spirituality. Now, is there any doubt in spirituality? Because before we go back, we are going back one step. We'll come back to the spirituality part again. Now, why I'm going back one step? The reason is how to increase this spiritual energy. See, there are various ways of increasing spiritual energy. Okay, there are many ways of increasing this spiritual energy. Now, I will give you those ways. We call those ways as yoga. Now, what is yoga? I will go there. So before going to yoga, so I told you we have an aim, we have a purpose, we have a goal, and everyone's goal here is to realize the self. And through the realization of the self, realizing God. That we call as enlightenment. What do we call it? Enlightenment. Getting emancipation, getting liberated, getting enlightened. So enlightened means being self-realized, being soul conscious, being Atma Abhimani. Okay? Yes? Focusing only on the values, on the virtues, on the qualities of the soul and being there and following it day in and day out. This is spirituality and this is being enlightened and this is getting emancipated. Okay. So now you got it. Okay.
Yes,
now everyone has a goal. Now your goal will define your philosophy. A philosophy can be anything. You can take up anything. It can be Hinduism, it can be Buddhism, it can be Jainism, it can be anything. Okay, that is the philosophy. Now this philosophy will give you the path. Your philosophy will define your path. This path can be anything. Okay, there are various paths. And some of the paths I can tell you, one is Hatha Yoga, then comes Buddhi Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and so many other yogas are there. Karma Yoga is also there. Okay, so many yogas are there. So this is the path that we choose. Now this path will lead us to the lifestyle. So day in and day out, my lifestyle depends on the path that I have chosen. Got me? This path,
Yes,
what
sir.
I have chosen, depends on the philosophy. And this philosophy depends on the goal I have chosen or what I want. Now, everyone knows what is a goal, and we all have the common goals, and the common goal is self-realization or getting enlightened. Okay? Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What happened?
Yes,
You are
sir.
understanding, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Understanding.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we, if there is any question, you can stop me or interrupt me, or it will be just a one-way, lecture. Okay. So again, yes, I'll just brush those yogas. Okay, the path that we wish to take. What path we are going to take also, I will explain, and we'll all try to follow the same path. Now, Hatha Yoga is one of the paths. Now, Hatha Yoga has Ashtanga Yoga in it. And this Ashtanga Yoga has Yama, Niyama, or Ashtanga means 8 limbs: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. Then comes Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So you can take up this particular path and also attain emancipation. Now the first four, Yama, Niyama, Asana, and Pranayama are physical. The other four, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi are the metaphysical. They are concerned with the other two bodies. Each human being has three bodies. One is the physical body, one is the subtle body or the astral body, and the third body is the causal body. So physical body is called as the physical ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಸಾಕಾರ ಶರೀರ. Okay, ಸಾಕಾರ ದೇಹ, ಸಾಕಾರ ಶರೀರ. Okay, the subtle body is called as the astral body, sukshma sharira. And the third one, the causal body, is called as the karana sharira. Now these three body development, spirituality is very important. Okay, the spiritual energy that flows within us, which we call as prana, the jiva, that is very important. Now, Hatha Yoga dalli, the first two I told you, Yama and Niyama. I'll just brush them, okay? Yama means the attitude of ours towards the outer world. Our attitude, our behavior, our way of thinking, speaking, acting with respect to the world. And they are Satyata, truthfulness, Ahimsa, non-violence, thought, word, and deed. Okay, Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means integrity. Integrity in every single thought, word, and action. That means I think the same, speak the same, and behave in the same way. So that is called as Brahmacharya or the integrity. Okay. Yes, the fourth one is Asteya, which we call as non-stealing. And the fifth one is Aparigraha, non-hoarding of items or things. So this is Yama. Then coming on to the Niyama. Niyama means the self-discipline, what I have, my attitude or the attitude towards my human body and this entire thing. So here it is Saucha, cleanliness, Swadhyaya, study of scriptures and so many other things. Santosha, being content. Ishvara Pranidhana, that means surrendering to God. Okay, and the fifth one is tapas. Tapas means tyag, sacrifice. Okay, tyag, tapasya, and seva. That forms the niyama. Asanas, everyone knows: physical exercises, standing exercise, sitting exercise, prone exercise, then supine postures, and other things. Pratyahara, before going to Pratyahara, there is Pranayama. Pranayama is regulating of the pranic energy within the body by the control of breath, by the control of the wind that is flowing within the body. These are the 4 physical aspects. Now coming on to the metaphysical, pratyahara is withdrawal of the senses. Dharana is following the whatever knowledge I have learned. Whatever I have learned, whatever I have done, whatever I have studied, I am applying it in and day out life. That is called as dharana. Dharana also means concentration. I'll go in detail one by one later on. Okay. So dharana, dhyana means meditation. Dhyana means what?
Meditation.
Meditation. Now, dhyana, I'll just focus on dhyana for a moment. Dhyana here means meditating. Are you all meditating now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. What is meant by meditation? Meditation means yoga. Yoga means communion. Yoga means relationship. Yoga means connection. Okay. Now you are in connection with someone, right? You are in connection with me through this medium.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That means you are meditating. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
So 24/7 you are meditating. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How? See, if you are talking to your wife, you are meditating with your wife. If you are talking to your
Yes.
husband, you are meditating with your husband. That is, you are in yoga with your husband. If you are talking with your child, with your daughter, you are in yoga with your child. If you are studying some book, you are in yoga with that book. If you are cooking, you are in yoga with cooking. If you are driving, you are in yoga with the car. So, did you understand the meaning of yoga, please?
Yes, sir. When we are sleeping, sir.
When we are sleeping, we are in yoga with
God.
our
God's
subconscious mind. Okay.
Okay.
So when we are sleeping, we are in yoga with our subconscious mind. So day in and day out, we are in yoga with someone or the other. Now, did you get the meaning of yoga or meditation now? That is dhyana. And
Yes,
the
sir.
8th is samadhi. Samadhi is a bit higher thing which we'll follow. Or samadhi means realized self. Samadhi means emancipated being. Samadhi means enlightened soul. Okay, one who is always following the values, the rules, the aspects of spirituality. He is in samadhi, we call us. Okay, now got it? So this
Yes, sir.
finishes your Hatha Yoga. I think we have to stop here. And it is 37 minutes. So yes, 3 Omkaras, and we'll end the session. Tomorrow we'll continue. So please make a note. Anyone is making a note where we have stopped, Anta? Tomorrow we can restart
Yes,
from
sir.
that particular point. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕವಿತಕ್ಕ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಯೋಗ ಸರ್ ಹಠ ಯೋಗ
Hatha Yoga.
Hatha Yoga. Okay, we have finished Hatha Yoga. Just brushing. Okay, just make a
Okay,
note.
sir.
3 Omkaras, please. Om. 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 Visualize the entire world. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kasyet dukha bhag bhavet. Om shanti, shanti, shanti. Namaste. God bless you all. May all of you be healthy, wealthy, wisdom-filled, happy, and prosperous. So have a nice day. And
sir.
I hope everyone has understood. But there was
Yes,
not
sir.
much of a thing from the other side. I don't know why. Anyway,
Sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸಿತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. Tomorrow we shall meet. God bless you and take care.
Thank you, sir.
Today we'll have a
Okay, sir.
class
Thank
at
you,
10
sir.
as
Thank
usual.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, sir.
Om Shanti.